When I came, I didn't recognize the body which was lying around there. It was all squashed up like a pig being cut. There were 9 of them which were killed instantly by the blast. The body which was lying there, he was a cousin to me. He was killed with his daughter. She was about 4 years old. The shell which had killed the people, the pieces here, I think maybe when they make another operation, they'll just shoot any innocent civilian, like what they did here.
In spite of recent peace talks, Papua New Guinea has enforced a complete blockade of Bougainville Island since 1990. This blockade has been enforced with Australian-supplied helicopters. The only way onto Bougainville is to evade the Papua New Guinea patrols and race across the border with the Bougainville Revolutionary Army, known as the BRA. The BRA crossed the border when ferrying medical supplies and injured from the neighbouring Solomon Islands. This blockade has effectively cut off the island of Bougainville from the rest of the world, and as a result, little is known about this 10-year-old war. I spent my time on the island of Bougainville, moving to different areas to gain an insight into the war and how has it affected the people. The BRA have been fighting an Australian-equipped and trained Papua New Guinea army with no support and minimum resources.
Silakan belum biboyetia. Silakan miblayet yung walking. Mometia. Amibla sabe. Walking by one time. Suppose you like putting mibla sabe putting 4 centavos. Okay, bisa walking bulsen. Sila kan eme belum biboyet. Entasol.
In the 1970s, due to the huge mineral resources on the island, the mining company CRA, now known as Rio Tinto, and the Australian government were turning Bougainville into the most developed and westernised area in the South Pacific.
Our obligation is to build the standard of living up of the whole of the territory. And if we're going to build a standard up just on coconuts, coffee, cocoa, I'm afraid their future isn't very bright.
Bougainville has little in common with Papua New Guinea, except being part of its colonial past. As Bougainville is 900 kilometres from the capital of Papua New Guinea, it is culturally and ethnically different. Since the 1950s, Bougainvilleans have harboured the desire to be an independent nation. They saw an opportunity when Australia was about to grant independence to Papua New Guinea in 1975.
He must out from Bougainville to the patrol.
Despite year-long demonstrations and calls for independence, Bougainville became a province of the new nation of Papua New Guinea under a provincial government system. Bougainville's desire for independence was complicated by one of the largest copper mines in the world. The colonial Australian government believed that the mine would economically support the new nation of Papua New Guinea.
What has the government said to you people about taking your land?
He said he's going to take land without permission from us.
I think that there's going to be very big trouble here. And this is not just my own opinion, this is the considered opinion of planters that have lived here since the war and before the war. They themselves feel that there is going to be a guerrilla style of warfare here shortly.
Is that the people have certainly come to accept what we're doing as being good for them in the long run. They have recently accepted compensation. The Moroni village people received $21,000 just a couple of weeks ago for compensation for their gardens. And we don't think that this situation currently prevailing is truly representative of these people.
If we get a few more of these mines, New Guinea will be self-sufficient and in a very good position. So that is our interest mainly. I think the people will eventually see it.
What can you do if the administration sends police to take it from you?
It's better for us to government not to kill us, to take our lands.
The government will have to kill you to take your land.
Yes.
We see that all Bougainville is on top of the one big mine. It has been proved by airborne survey that most part of Bougainville is on top of the big mineral resource. My people want to preserve their land, want to reserve their rights. With this in mind, we are standing for independence, because only through independence all these mines will be under control. If Papua New Guinea government takes back Bougainville to PNG, Australia and Papua New Guinea governments, both governments who have interest on Bougainville on economic basis, that is with the mining companies and all this, they'll come back and establish those big mines and people's lives will be in danger.
In 1987, the effects of the mining operation continued to cause environmental and social problems. The BRA was formed as a grassroots organisation and a low-key campaign against infrastructure commenced. The lucrative Panguna mine was their main target. In 1988, what began as a police action escalated when Papua New Guinea troops were sent in to crush the BRA. Spreading across the island, the conflict now began to affect the lives of all Bougainvilleans. At the height of the mine's operation, over 3,000 people were employed. The majority were from Papua New Guinea and Australia. Bougainvilleans believed that few locals enjoyed any real benefits from the mine's operation.
Tambara seranga kada kane na tambara ni omnanga ka po nanga ko besimela memory ni me moto ngwa mainko moto ngwa mpina ngochia maini ni amengo ko kara tantama na tambara tantam se maini ni norwampa se bosco ni ono rimboche nam maini nge yako chiara ai enam puina atong toto puina te enam bele la bande ko te tau no rueso ni no ruampa eno koni ko kara ko no wa mo son kanchi orari bu matama au mai nenge ya koni kanchi orari mari ni ana onumpong.
When the company not yet in Bougainville, this our water stay good, and then the company come to Bougainville, spoil our water. They use dynamite to blast those mountains and grounds, and they use many chemical with the dynamite, and our water spoil.
When operating, the Panguna mine distributed benefits in excess of $2.4 billion. But the fighting forced the closure of CRA's largest copper mine in the world, and at the same time deprived the Papua New Guinea government of a major part of its gross national product. Since the closure of the mine, Papua New Guinea has placed a total blockade around the island. With the blockade in place, the fighting affects the whole population. The people now have no access to health services, clothing, education, and there's been no investigation of human rights abuses.
on this for a long press, the cooking business all got house. Now you know what one house is stop. Me got pillimos and me not feel good. Me no sabe ask from this for something. Where this for something on the cooking house from me, but my mama picking in can stop where now not supposed to this crisis is finished.
PNC depends posi cooking. Na me worry through was all amisha using all patrol lo susu do kata house na mi play sari mo kata mando lista bilichelo kwanta blo buskin na sem mi play movie mo kwanta blo apia o sem mi buskin me sen shape na mi bro sem mi bro biare ta so stable o sen do kauti mapia.
The village people have been afraid because they will move away because sometimes all the PNC Defense Force Birako helicopters have been come around and spray the villages, and they've been seen that is not very safe for the people to live in this type of village because this village is still on top of the mountains and there is no any safety for them to live and hide when the enemy is coming. So that's why they leave this place.
We moved many times over mountain treks to places a bit long way from those where motor could not reach us. We had those bitter feelings, so even if this crisis ends somewhere, those bitter feelings will still remain as long as our lives. We left for a good shelter up in the mountains, in the bushes, because those security forces came over to Tunuru and started, bombarding our place with mortar bombs, throwing us, so we had to leave. We did not leave because of the BRA's invaders, but the security forces, we feared them for our safety, so we left our place. I have 4 brothers, and one went missing at the time when security forces came to Buka. That was in September 1990. So we still don't know of his whereabouts. Or he was taken prisoner or something like that. Or maybe killed. We don't know. It was not confirmed. And we still hope he's hanging somewhere. We want to see him. And there are 3 brothers serving now. So all of them serving in the BRA. One was the youngest of us was only 13 when we left home, but he's now old enough and he's joined his brothers now.
These are the helmets of 70s. They use it during the World War II fighting. And this is their gun. They used them during the fighting with the Australians and the Americans.
Time play been finding this weapon 303 pro Japan. Me play been shooting plenty army. Me play been kissing SLR na N16. Okay, time me play been go fight, lo walking ambush, lo push track, time or army or PNC soldier, we been can lo patrol. Me play been wait one time all this weapons, lo Japan. Me play been kissing lo push na walking. Me play been fixing coat na. Time me play been go lo fight. Plenty soldier me play been shooting on this weapon. Me play been kissing SLR N16. Plenty me play been kissing.
All the weapons that BRA has presently all the weapons are from Papua New Guinea Defense Forces. For example, my weapon, M16, this one is serial number 8181 623, and this one is a Papua New Guinea government property. Like these ones, there are hundreds and hundreds of them at this point of time. The operations that BRA is conducting has profit. Papua New Guinea claims that we get them from Solomon Islands. That's a garbage. Papua New Guinea wants to hide its shame because all the weapons now, wall-standard assault rifle weapons, are from Papua New Guinea, including mortars too. We have mortar. We have captured large quantity of munitions. That is 81mm mortar, and it's only a matter of time that BRA will make homemade barrel for 81mm mortar, and that we will use against the enemy. And when we use those biggest indirect fire power that Papua New Guinea has, when we use it against them, then Papua New Guinea will have something to taste, because previously Papua New Guinea feels proud when he employs those mortar rounds on civilians of Bougainville. Now they will have their own taste of medicine.
Plasabe all samplat time PNC Army all sabe kam mi plasabe sutimol mi plasabe olim gano semna mi plasabe olim gano mi plasabe bukimo sem samplat time all PNC Army all sabe olim gano semna mi sabe olim gano semna mi pla o kita time mi plasabe olim gano longya plasabe ko ba to andem gano longya. And now, time plaza looking mall, I have to show me plaza shooting mall or something. Me no feel or some fall it long time me kill him. Me no feel him 1 plus something too. So me shoot long gun, me shoot him, me feel proud, huh? Yeah, me feel proud. Me feel or some me shoot him 1 plus enemy below me.
The main thing that we are fighting for is self-defense. That's the major factor that we are fighting for. Without PNC forces here on Bougainville, will never fight anybody. But so the big demand that we are pressing on Papua New Guinea and also Australia is to withdraw all their forces from Bougainville. We know for the fact with many signs that Australia is fighting this war on Bougainville. Without Australia, we can beat Papua New Guinea anytime, at any minute. We can beat them. But the fact that Australia is supplying helicopters, planes, jeeps, training, and also ammunition, this is a fact that Australia is fighting this war on Bougainville.
Moza emi bundan long here. Only sila flower. Emi also memory long so memory something I woklong pagarabi mi pla mi punang long ya na mi kirim pandiman. Mi senap mi pinsinau nia mi senap mi rukuluki kolosem triple man mi no looking up body from all the creek. Ori moza I pro mol iko olgada mi no sabe iko rompuso mi sabe. Mi rukuluki kolosem mi no gatok mi no rukuluk to time. No God. Me tadi me go back again. Me looking. Time me sorry me thinking something. Me like because me sorry me sorry again. Me guru yosen. Me looking sampradaya ni kirap now. Kami tahu something me one thing all family from me brother so me brother right. So now me go me kisim family from me brother go don't know where finish. And that's all the story from me long something me pagarapi me brother and that's all.
Nagawis, and Plabon, Southern State, Bougainville. We probably in the way come, and we press stop on Central. Time all army or we come on place below me.
As a mother, I experienced when I ran away from my village, mothers gave birth under trees where there is no houses, and this happened because of PNG Defense Force soldiers. They just come around our villages and they killed so many people, and that's why we have to run away, leaving our villages.
Nah, only they selalu all dikir-dikir bikin ini ya. Ini sudah mantai mi. Only no sabe look sabe master or fish belum master, chicken belum master. Because only ya, only big para finish ini salon karatis. Only no sabe. Now only for dikir-dikir, only for itu time only ukim white pala chicken only ukim.
PNC dia, who sabe come walking operation on place. Who sabe bagraping garden belong you me. Who sabe cutting down long kita Santilong garden. Nami price sabe finding hard from finding kai. Cause kai mo sabe bagraping. And another point, who sabe walking. Mo sabe come have night day. Now sabe feeding me plan. Now sabe cutting nothing. And where this plan, you know good plan too much. Nami price sabe feeding no good promo. All this for something. Now walking on this point, and we don't know where he come. Now we plan stop inside on Central, inside on BRA control area one time, of ships blown Central yet. And we plan walk on, feeling good. Time we plan walk on stop. Because on BRA, or walk on Gati, me plan good. Now we plan walk on. How much next stop? Long.
No, maybe it is.
The people in this village were from the coast, where they relied on food from the sea and the fruits and vegetables from their developed gardens. But due to the actions of the Papua New Guinea Army, they've been forced to leave their homes and gardens and live a transitory life the best way they can.
Apa ya?
Naik berapa tuh man? Apa tinggal na?
Apa ya? Enggak, apa ya? Enggak ren.
Nah.
Larang apa yang anda? Espera.
Apa mau tak?
When we feed the little ducks, with this, especially with this Demden, we prove that they grow much faster and much bigger. Because of the PNG economic blockade, everywhere you go in the BRA control areas with the Bougainville interim government, you see a lot of people now looking after what they can provide themselves with. Because we couldn't go out and do some fishing, because there is always PNG troops going around in the coastal areas. That's why we didn't have enough protein, so we started looking after all these things.
Most of the villages on the coast have been burnt down. This one had been used as a camp by the Papua New Guinea Army and then abandoned. Two unarmed locals showed me where the army had buried Bougainvilleans. While I was filming, a Papua New Guinea Army patrol turned up.
Andra. So, man, my name, Buenos Aires. Hey, this is dapat oh which is because how gee breathe pain Jay oh let's go. Kamu dah? Ada apa? Sini. Kami dah. Ayah, masih datang.
Being walk also wambla manta sorosen doctor ina doctor trorosen alo pesei the Red Cross have been giving us some medicine way we've been come from Germany but been kisimlom alo site long immunitarian age
Tesla mama blow me. Same time only. Come round and me pla and more been shooting men too. Half past 5 from morning. All security forces were being around in house. Now they start firing all gun blown on. Me got two pla bikini, one pla and 19 years old bikini Mary, and me one pla high school student. And then we die same time we been shooting me. Now one pla bikini in up 7 years old. She Mary too, until he die. Tablo yung big pra tablo me too and me die same time.
Na 23 ibin die orgeta na neven bla ibin kisim pagara na now is bla time or is stop here the clinic short fire
Healing up now.
Papua New Guinea walking past no good. Time me kirim ni planati. We know go fight straight long set. Or PRA he got gun or something will fight. Or he kill up or he come kirim natin on man Mary Pikini or Lapul.
now this is a degree clinic 12,500 people emi woklon dokauti mall or is stop inside from PRA control area. Now this is the time now, Tete, me play short through long medicine because me play no got way long kissing or medicine. Or a bandage, na plaster, na treatment from malaria. Hello, quinine, coral queen, inogat now. Now beginning to is sick, don't pek wara. Or inogat medicine now, me blow long using. Mi pla uklong yusim or dikrik medicine. Mo di stablon dikrik box. Where mi pla uklong yusim now long all people long here.
I came out to visit Fabian with the disease leprosy. He has been our patient for 6 years in the jungle. He has been affected so badly that he loses feet and his hands. It's really a problem at the moment is how we could get a treatment. The only treatment that we are supplying him is only a few tablets, which is apart from injection that he should get.
Tu plasai tuantem, ari tok. Na stop in the fight, and by your right. The supposed fight is stop yet. By planning man, Mary Pikini by already die.
We are committed to solve the Bougainville crisis with lasting solution. And the only lasting solution to solve the Bougainville crisis is through independence. And nothing other than that.
I think killing from Premier Million. Where's the independence? Where's the independence that you were telling us here? Machirong empty promises. You must talk about something is true. It's not good you come and brainwash us. Huh? Where's the independence? You told us that we are going to get independence within 2 months. You must watch out too much and talk to Kiaman about Lomipla. All empty promises sent by you, put him long all of man nobody got to can tintin. This is not empty promise on 2 months why it's independence. You're making out the money found about. Where establish the independence you can talk about in 2 months? Something you can talk long in muscle true or something. Now it's independence you can talk people and relax in 2 months. Where stop? Me relaxing independence finish. Why the door? Han PNC money stop on top. How sharp by mixing independence? Me go back to history from Bougainville. Now you are in this. When the CPC Constitutional Planning Committee toured Bougainville in July 23, 1973, a very comprehensive submission was put to it, demanding once again, and in no uncertain terms, political autonomy for Bougainville. Message to me like give me pula. Lo 1973, only been asking autonomy, give me pula. Government give me one name. Provincial? Where is the provincial government today? You are going back to local government council. Back to square one. Long politics. Back to Waigani. Now I'm talking. Suppose you know me stand up now. Now power here, on the ground. You are the Bougainville interim government, you want to power from me on it. So you are the legitimate body here on the ground. Fighting for independence, SPCC. Why call for another autonomy? No can make a mistake. Now you're going to talk so the question of independence and be sorted out on the table. Am I true now? Don't ask for autonomy. Wait, me plan with I like independence. But independence, by you mean not long since I knew I couldn't die. You must stand up one time, put him head one time, you missing down good, kissing good alop. Marasin school or monkey to a school. Who's that by running independence, suppose you mean about school? Let Paul PIG do his work. What is PIG doing right now? Kick your ass. Go and talk with national government. Never say with national government to talk about independence. Tay you can push me below and talk about independence. Tay no got man by look style long me long here. Me play can support him. Me play got all views by me play talk him you. You must talk real. Let's talk about peace. That me play ko long angry long en. Biare long me ko long angry long en. Me play people to you. Play me play die angry. No got medicine. No got blah. No got school. Number one, something we talk you all members. That's achieved through peace.
The general feeling that the women have voiced out was that they have great concern for the children, especially with regard to education and medication too. They just feel as if we have deprived the children of what is rightfully theirs. Children, they grow up not knowing, they're growing up without going to school. They are in this war situation, in this war environment, in this war era, and that's all they know. They're just growing up knowing about Papua New Guinea Defense Force and the helicopters and guns. Children are growing up. That's the environment. I mean, there's nothing else. Papua New Guinea must address what's causing this conflict. Not talk about the symptoms of this conflict, but it must address what's the cause of this conflict. That's the only way that I see how this conflict is going to end. And that is to address the self-determination of these people of Bougainville. That's what I think.
This is a many market of the victims of in this area of our control area, So they normally having this mini market every Saturday, once in a week. So that's all. I'm the commander of the H company in the BR structure. So our company is starting from A to J. So I'm the commander of the H company. So we got the prisoners from the Kang assault when we were having a very big fight. So it's the prisoners out there. Yeah, the prisoners are there. Ano kami sinuwan ng ram? Papa ini soalnya saya man. Ori no at longya mi praluking orosing ori no lisaprin. Ori no lisaprin. Mi praipin looking orosing ating ori no kan lompait ya Bougainville. So ori tu ori kan lompait. So ori kan lompait na ori ukrom pangarapin planti something or planti property from or people long ori sta from push tu ori ukrom pangarapin na ori sta from Papua ni control area tu ori ukrom pangarapin planti property.
Mipol solias mipol na sawa. One santi mi play tikeron long. Ano mo lap sol until all bare been a kermas law operation. Unfortunately mi play a pipeline mixing talo different locations from mi play in the south mi play petting semi play but and all sim mi play kam lo place lago from first day only a treatment play or tilakan all a treatment where only give him lo mi play no expecting mi play thing was all treatment play narakan but from first day up until now all the cotton play where all no touch on play skin bloom play I mean body play scratch no about no all game play all people here all civilians chips all come play all game all kai where that me play appreciate him very much from what I saw I think that we cannot solve this a crisis by the barrel program, and I think if they, because all our weapons, they in their hands now. So.
Ya mi mari na mi ka tupla begini so mi misi mo long time na mi happy plating di long back mi di mo so
Are you worried that you'll never see your family again? Are you worried about being killed on Bougainville?
I just want to go home and stay with them. I miss them a lot. I hope we'll meet someday.
Pray. Have faith in the Lord. There's nothing impossible for the Lord.
Prisoners were hoping that this Papua New Guinea delegation could finally negotiate their release. The delegation included high-level parliamentary figures and the commander of Papua New Guinea forces on Bougainville.
On my right is Avilong, Honorable John Momis, regional member, Manlong, Winstead. Next man is a father now, chief from Papua New Guinea, Right Honorable say Michael Somare, regional member.
Now bring Brandigan, and now in Bioringan too, you brought supply. Me Bioringan! Look at them. Mirak Taksave. Number 9. PRI political prisoners to be released in place in Papua New Guinea. This one, Papua New Guinea chair.
Prisoner of war, I am Naivatu, prisoner of war. Where you government you have talked one time me and political prisoner of war. That is a POW and something from military. You know have talked long him. And me at me military me must talk long him. You I must clear on this problem. Thank you, Chairman.
You must still stop, or you must still stop Anthony from military. You must stop Anthony long war. Fight them in no finish. No assist by at all.
So it was just prepare for independence.
The negotiations came to a deadlock over the status of the prisoners.
There is no hidden motive. We want your people to get services. I want your people to get services. Minister is the same. NARCOM is the same. Okay? If there is a deadlock, if you cannot release the hostages, military prisoners. So that's why we chiefs will just So the thing is, could make a last free with them, and we can see maybe something can change. We spoke to you as the chief. We spoke to the council. We spoke to the regulators. I think we've done our part. At the moment, we are just waiting for the commanders. The commanders having a meeting. So when they complete the meeting, they will call in, and they will start on the negotiation. Particularly Buin District, South Bougainville, Inanap Long Safa, na whole of Bougainville. Me hope also by Sampla Gutla, think come up na melo yumi. Me come long ask him, lo release him on the line because by putting me long Gutla position, long argue want them government. Look him, they are genuine. This is what they are doing for us.
Me come because me member belong parliament, me representing more people belong Madang, they're all Madang people, they're all people belong Papua New Guinea. And like in this bit of war, now peace, and me come up in this long place. Because all monkey, now picking in it, all he loose. He not got school, he not got good for the health service. And you know like something, and me big for something. Me give him guarantee belong you yesterday, me give him guarantee belong you today. So those just pull a hostage and me release, I'll come up personally. Like sit down one time, I'll try to help him. But you make him hard true. Suppose me lose him place here. Suppose he not got hostage. Because me can talk straight. All Papua New Guinea laugh.
So we want to know me wasting time to solve. I'm not continuing to solve on POW. No senpai come on or something. Or you know what power suppose Mipla keeping all conditions from Mipla, na resolutions from Mipla, suppose Mipla keeping all, suppose we go back by the time we not. Now Mipla even looking or say multiple line or you know what power, Mipla no now from keeping all these prisoners long on because you know time long keep, not take, give and take. Suppose Mipla giving over in something or liking Empire in Napa playing back could play and Zaplong knew me. That's why I know all been talk Mipla know what power you know what power. Now Mipla even know like long giving all these prisoners.
Roger.
Yeah, so suppose you can kiss him 0-4. Now and be very important also by you Salim so by put down quick time long hand long one delta. This is very important because one time ground situation now one delta.
Situation is that it's quite tense. The enemy wants to make an operation, try to release those POWs, and the operation is that the enemy is planning two angles of approach, one from town. The other one from Kanku Beach, and our boys are on standby for any moves or any steps that the enemy takes. So the situation is quite tense, and the plan is that if the enemy does not go ahead with the plan, our boys will this time will go ahead and destroy their camp. They are preparing at the same time to attack the camp. Those two camps, Kangu and Town itself. Excuse me again. Roger, what?